Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the course. I'm really happy to have you learn with me in this course, and this promises to be an incredible course. I promise that by the end of this course, you will learn so much. Okay? Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and handle the business for the day. In this video, we're going to be covering the interface of After Effects. So you're going to learn how to navigate the interface of After Effects. Now go ahead and open your After Effects software, and this is After Effects 2024 I am using. When I open my After Effects, this is what I get to see. This is the pitch I get to see, and you also get to see this pitch if you're using 2024 version and a few older versions such as the 2023 version, the 2022 version, 2021 version as well. Okay, so go ahead and open your After Effects, and this is the pitch you get to see. Now on this pitch, you can do a couple of things. You can start a new project by clicking on the new project button here. So click on this new project and you're going to be able to start a new project. Now, we're not starting a new project. We're just learning how to navigate the interface, right? So we're not starting a new project. So we're not going to hit the button. So, but if you want to start a new project, you click here. If you want to open an existing project, you click the open project button, which is the one below here. Okay. And we have suggestions, and this is After Effects basically suggesting a few places to start for you. So we can click here to watch a start tutorial, which is just a very basic tutorial teaching beginners how to get started with After Effects. So we can look here and see our recent project. So we can open our recent project and just continue from where we stopped. Okay, so that's it for this little page here. Now just come here and click this close button here to close this that interface, and now this brings us to the main After Effects interface. Now this is the main After Effects interface, and all your work will be done in this interface. Now we get greeted with our interface divided into several sections, right? We have the top section here, which contains our tools and also contains our menu. Okay, now these are our menus, right? This is the menu bar and this is the tools, right? We also have this central section, or this middle section, which for now shows us two buttons. Now this is the new composition button. So you have to click here to create a new composition, and we have the new composition from footage button, which enables us to create a new composition from a footage or from a video. Okay, now we're not learning what a composition is, but for a brush, a composition is basically kind of a container that contains your work. Okay, so your composition could contain your texts, your videos, your effects, and so on and so forth. But that's just by the way. We're going to properly learn about compositions when we come to the video on compositions. Okay, so but for now, I just want you to just go ahead and click here. So click here and just click OK. Okay, just click OK, and now we have a composition. We have a composition. Now we can see that here it says composition 1, right? So when you create a new composition, you get to have what we now call a viewport. Remember, without the composition, we just had two buttons here, right? Which we could just click and then create a new composition. Now, from a composition, after we created our composition, we now have this space turn into what we call our viewport. Now, this is where you get to see all your work play. Okay, all your animation, your VFX, your whatever you do. This is where you get to see it play. Okay, right now we have nothing, so it's just a red composition. So this is our viewport. Okay, and here we have what we call the project panel. And besides, if you're not on this same interface, maybe you messed up your interface somehow, okay, and it doesn't perfectly look like mine, you can just come to Windows here. So click on Windows and then go to Workspace and then go to Reset Default to Saved Layout. Now when you do that, it's going to bring you to something that looks like mine. Okay, perfect. Now the next thing we're going to be looking at is our projects panel. Now this is our projects panel, and in here we have all our resources. It means all our compositions, all our layers, all our images, everything we add gets saved here. So it means we can delete them from here and they get deleted in our project. Okay, so everything is gathered here, and right in our projects panel we can create a new folder. So just click here to create a new folder and maybe give it a name. Okay, hit enter. Now we can now add items to our folder in order to organize our project panel even more. Okay, so this is just a better way to work, to help us organize our files when we have a lot of files, right? So we can create a new folder, we can do a whole lot of other things. We can delete our folder by clicking on this button, okay? And same works with other items, even our composition. We can just click here and it's going to be deleted. So let's just delete our composition for now and create another one. So we can as well create a composition by clicking here, create a new composition. So click here, and now this is our composition windows once again, and this shows us settings for our composition, right? So we're not going to look at all of these settings in this video, but I just want you to look at where it says duration, and right here we have 35 seconds, 18 milliseconds. So just click OK, and now just come down here. You're going to see that we have 35 seconds here. So this is the length of our composition. Okay, so this is our viewport, this is our projects panel. Now this is our composition timeline. So we see this is comp1, which is the name of our composition, and then this is the timeline. So we can see the timeline relates with the duration. Remember, we chose 35 seconds when creating this new composition, and now we have 35 seconds as the length of our timeline. Okay, so this is our projects panel, our timeline, our viewport. Now if you click here, you're going to see that you are being brought to a different panel. Now this is the effect control panel, and in this panel we get to control all our effects. Okay, so these are the different most important panels we have as a beginner. So you have to know about the projects panel, the effects panel, the composition panel, okay, or the timeline, and also the viewport. Perfect. Now on the right hand side we have some other panels. We have the paint panel, which enables us paint. We have the effects panel, effects and presets. We just click, it's going to open. So this contains our effects and our presets. It's a very easy way, or very quick way to access our effects and presets. We have the audio panel, which helps us manipulate our audio. Okay, we can increase the volume, reduce the volume. We can see how the audio is playing right in this display. We have the align panel, which is not too important for now. We have also the preview panel. Now in this preview panel, we can click here to play our video. As you can see now, our video is playing, but of course we don't have anything on our project, so you're not going to see anything play, right? Perfect. Now that's it for this very basic panels. Now on top of here, we have our menu bar. Now our menu bar is basically our menu bar, right? We have menus on our menu bar. We have the file menu, and on the files we can start a new project, new team project, new folder, new Adobe Photoshop file, new Cinema 4D file. We can open a new project. We can do a whole lot of other things, close projects. We can save as, and you know all of these things, I presume, because these are really basic stuff when it comes to softwares, right? The file menu, it's almost available in every software. Okay, so right here we have all of these, and we are going to work with many of these options as we continue in the course. Okay, but this is just the file menu, very basic, and the edit menu, which is also quite basic. And on the edit, we have the undo new composition, which enables us undo our actions, okay, our current actions, so, or our previous actions. So we can redo, we can go back to history and see basically the history of our actions. We can cut, we can copy, we can duplicate, we can split layer, we can do a whole lot of other things, which we're going to be looking at in subsequent videos. And then we have the new, or rather the composition panel. Under composition panel, we can create a new composition. We can go to composition settings. We can do a whole lot of other things, which we're going to learn again in subsequent lectures. We have the layers panel, the effects panel, the animation panel, the view panel, the windows panel, and also the help panel. Okay, so these are the menu bar. Sorry, these are menus, not panels, right? The help menu, the windows menu, the view menu. Now under windows, we can go to workspace and select different workspaces. Now this is not really important for this video. Okay, we're going to look at workspaces in a special video, but under windows, we can activate panels. Okay, we can activate hidden panels. For example, we can come here and activate the character panel. So where's the character panel? Now this is the character panel. So click on it. And you're going to see that we now have a new panel opened here. Now on the character panel, we can work on the text of our project. Okay, so these are all panels. These are all hidden panels, but all of these panels cannot be exposed here because of course the interface will be too stuffed, right? So some of them are hidden, and when you want to use them, you can go ahead and enable them. So these are panels. Perfect. Now that's it for our menu bar. I can just close this. Now that's it for our menu bar. Just click here to close them. Okay. Now that's it for our menu bar and for our menus. And right here we have our tools. We have lots and lots of tools. We have the home tool. If you click here, it's going to take you to the home page. Okay, now this is the home page, which is the intro page as you know it. So once again, close. And this is the move tool. This is the hand tool. And let's not really go over these tools because we have a special video for them. So just know that this is your toolbar. Okay, this is your toolbar, and on this bar we still have some properties, right? Some properties. This can also serve as a properties bar, a toolbar, and yeah. So that's it for our menus, our tools, our panels. And there is one last thing I want to show you before we close this video. Now the last thing I want to show you is how to zoom out and into our viewport. Okay, just like I'm doing right here. Zooming in and zooming out. This is really basic stuff, but it's really important because it's something you're going to be needing to do a lot. So to do this, I just use my mouse wheel. So scroll my mouse wheel in and out, and you're going to see that I am able to zoom in and out of my viewport. If I hold down my spacebar button and click, I'll be able to pan around my viewport. So it means I can zoom in and then pan around and just keep panning around and kind of zooming in to see more details and further work on the elements of my project even better. Okay, yeah, so just hold down your spacebar and you can pan around and pan around. Yeah, and that's it for this video on navigating the interface of Adobe After Effects. See you in the next video. Bye bye.